I had bought that JCB, and it's okay. New Holland now, it's bigger. New Holland.
Was it the New Holland?
Yeah, new one. It's like a medium-sized tractor. Like the large tractors, they're all really new, really expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, this one's new too, but like, they just seem so big. Like,
It depends on. I guess it depends on what you're. It depends on. Oh boy, I didn't mute the tab. Depends on what you're doing, really. I guess.
yeah. I like the idea of this one. I'm trying to figure out. I want to try to do like a grass area.
That's what I'm getting ready to do right now. Is cut a shitload
Like
of
actually
grass.
plant grass though.
Oh yeah.
Like the meadow.
Well, you need to because you got cows. What can I sell you stuff?
I don't know.
I wonder if I could sell you stuff. That'd be kind of cool if I could.
I'm just trying to figure out like where I want my stuff to be, like my next couple fields. I guess in this area here would be good for.
Why is my bit rate so high? Oh man, I hope I forgot to change. I bet I forgot to change it. No, it's 6,000.
The baby, Nicole took the baby this evening to the doctor because she wasn't feeling good.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't feeling good yesterday. What we thought maybe it's just teething.
Yeah.
And today Nicole's like, man, she just is cranky and doesn't want to move. She just wants to cling to me. So like, I'm gonna take her to her doctor. Well, her doctor can't see her till tomorrow afternoon. And Nicole's like,
Right.
no, I want to know if she's got an ear infection or anything like that. Well, she took her to that urgent care in Bel Air there that's next to TGI Fridays.
Yeah. Oh man, I wish you would have done that.
Place.
I didn't think so.
You didn't think so?
No, they were kind of rough.
He said it was nice.
They were kind of rough with Ben.
Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of that place.
Yeah, I don't know where else urgent care though is good for kids. But anyway, they tested the baby and she's got flu.
Yeah, that's what Kristen was telling me. She just texted me earlier and told me. She's like, I don't think. I hope we didn't give it to her. I was like,
no, I don't think so.
No. There's not. The time is too far.
Yeah.
Too far apart.
I mean,
Plus, it's not like
work's been sick, but like, I don't know. I can't tell if I'm getting it or not. Chances are we'll all have it. I'm sure.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's not that bad for you. Did you get the flu shot?
I did, but I don't think the flu shot really helps with type A.
It depends on which one. Well, you got a 50% chance of getting the right one.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's better for you guys than when I had it, because mine developed into pneumonia.
Well, I don't get that.
That was terrible.
I mean, I don't jinx myself. I've never had pneumonia. I normally don't get like bronchitis or anything like that. It's not too bad. But it's the first time for everything.
Got to plug in my control panel. Had everything all unplugged for that shifter. All right, I'm gonna start cutting some grass. Wrong way. Ah, man, it's like I lose my. I think my USB port is banned on my PC or something, because like I'll plug my steering wheel in. Sometimes it loses force feedback, and then
is it in a group of USBs?
No, it's on the front of the case.
And
then like all of a sudden it'll just sometimes it just drops. I don't know why, it just drops. I'm like, man. Seaside, let's say. I saw it popped up with something here. Oh shit, that's his new PC. That thing is massive. You got the Corsair. I can't remember the name of the Corsair, but it's like one of the biggest cases they make. The thing is huge. He could literally make a complete custom loop, and I think have all kinds of room. All right.
Just bought that just cause, or
He wanted to upgrade. He was upgrading. He was running like I think an RX like 560 or something, and I can't remember some Intel chip. He ended up going with a Ryzen. He told me last week. I forgot. He went with a Ryzen something, and 1660 Super or 1660 Ti. Which apparently the 1660 Ti's are pretty badass. I was looking them up today. Oh, I forgot we got that bottle one.
that computer that guy was selling, it always makes me wonder, like,
Something wrong with it.
yeah, or
'Cause I mean, that's like $2,500 worth of shit, man.
stolen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You just, I don't know. Like, you normally don't.
I guess it depends
buy
on.
all that. Like, who buys all that, right?
Yeah.
And has that, and then
It just gets rid of it.
gets rid of it, because like if you're into PCs, you need a PC, and if you have that, what are you gonna get that's really that better? You know what I mean?
Or you're just getting out of it. He bought it to go stream or something and decided he was
Yes.
done. So if you were watching a series, what would you rather see? Would you rather see like in-cab or above cab, like third person?
Just depends. I don't know. I stumbled across a guy today, and I've seen this stuff before, but I don't watch him a lot. I don't remember his name now off the top of my head. But he's doing something. He's doing something on this map too, and he was cutting log. He started out in the winter cutting log,
Mm-hmm.
but he did a lot, and I don't know how they do it. But remember when I told you, like I thought it was neat, me standing and watching you.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he does that. I don't think he's doing it with somebody else. So I don't know if he's got
Like another account.
two accounts and he's doing it.
Well, he
that
might
way.
be doing like the
But
cross-platform
that is
thing and like
awesome.
using like an
Like-
Xbox or something.
Yeah, like it's like a wide angle. It's a wide view of him cutting, because it's zoomed out enough to where you see the whole tree fall. You see him like cutting it up, and it's time lapse.
Oh, you know what? There's a third-person mod. They just came out with that.
Yeah, but I see that, but you can't cut fucking trees down from that far away. You know what I mean? So that's not what he's doing.
I think like if you're third person on the vehicle, you can go out pretty far. Like
Yeah, but
pretty
you have to
far.
could you imagine cutting in lemon trees far away? You can't do that, and that's what he was doing.
Yeah, even
Right.
driving that far away is difficult.
Right, and he's cutting down entire trees like efficiently. If I find the video, I'll send it to you. That's pretty good.
You probably be able to look if he pops in menu. You probably be able to sneak a look. You know why this thing probably feels so
And
weak?
otherwise, I like the way Dagwin does stuff. Like
First person almost. A
well,
little bit of third
he-
person.
He does a lot of first person, like when he's talking,
Yeah.
and then
And
when he
time
goes
lapse.
into, like field work, he time lapses that, and I think that's the best way to do it. Like, I don't need to see somebody running around like, and then he'll come back like right before he finishes up. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's my preferred way to watch it. I really do like when the trees, that wide angle view is kind of neat. It's just different.
Yeah. It might be that third person mod.
Yeah, maybe. I just don't see. I don't know how it works.
I think I know why this thing doesn't have force feedback. I think it's realistic because I have so much weight hanging on the ass end of this tractor. I don't have a weight. That could be why.
I've noticed my force feedback has not been.
It keeps cutting in and out almost. Like you got to reset
Yeah.
set the wheel. Nah, it's kind of nice to have it though. I like it.
I was watching this stuff today. The guys Maze Plus. They got it. They've got it working completely. The player, shit, can't figure that they're having trouble with.
What's that?
Multiplayer. Maze Plus, so it like adds a lot of realism to the way you do feeding and like there's additional props.
Right.
It's hard to explain. You add that, Maze Plus, and precision farming together, it really makes this game like more modern type farming.
Yeah.
In the feed wagons where you mix or feed, there's like many things. Like you can grind corn, have different kinds of corn, like all kinds of different silage and stuff like that. It's more realistic as the way they really feed cattle.
I can't really tell if it's just the steering wheel being a piece of shit or what.
But with the force feedback?
Yeah. Yeah, I had to unplug it and plug it back in. Now it's working good.
You unplug the entire steering wheel?
Yeah, the USB.
And then it
Now it's back.
while being in the game?
Yep. Oh, it definitely works. It definitely works because
I can't do that. It has to get my USB. I was thinking about buying a USB hub
yeah.
and putting all this shit on the hub because it's not like it's got to be fast.
Right, well, you got to watch which port you go into, because some ports are done by the chipset on board,
Right.
and some ports are done by the CPU. And that's the issue with my entire issue with this board that I have is that. Is exactly that.
How do you know which ones are what?
Well, I can tell you that the one up front is on one, and where I have the control box plugged in is another, because as soon as I plugged the wrong one in, the control box on the up front by accident, I had them switched up, and it started installing new drivers, because the chipset, depending on if you're using a chipset or CPU, it needs different drivers.
Yeah.
That's all. I was like, oh, okay. So the back is probably on CPU, and the front, this front one here is probably on the chipset, which is why it's giving me problems.
Yeah. Well, on the front ones, I only run my headphones. And I think the controller that I'm holding in my hand with the Logitech.
My headphones are a lot fancier. I run the I had the Go XLR I run that through. So that's another USB port that's got to be encoded by the chipset, and that's how I knew Windows 11 was messed up, because my USB stuff would just drop in and out. My keyboard would just drop. I had to double press every single thing on my Stream Deck. Everything had to be double pressed. When right now it doesn't. Like, it's immediate, and before it was like there was like a slow reaction before.
Now, or are you still?
The only way to go back from 11 to only way to get back to 10 is to completely reinstall, so you lose everything. There's no way around it. I tried every which way to save all my stuff, and I went back to 10. I mean, it wasn't my computer. It was. That's why I was like, you know what? I'm playing on console from now on, because this is like ridiculous. I just spent $400 on a new board, new RAM, and all this shit, and it's just being a piece of junk. I was like, I'm done. Certain games still play like shit on PC, and I don't know why. I think it's this board. I need to just get rid of this board, I think. And it sucks, because I spent a ton of money on this board. And it looks nice, but it's just like, It's just not working out.
What is it?
It's the NZXT N7 board. It looks clean. It's got little magnetic clips, but the chipset with the particular CPU that I have, it just doesn't jive. And AMD put out a half-baked. It's the 550 series board. It's not necessarily the NZXT version. It's just the 550 series. So all 550 series has a problem with the AMD 5600 Ryzen 5 5600X. Like, there's people that I've read had so many problems, they ditched everything and went to Intel. Like, if I'm buying a new motherboard, I'm buying a new CPU, I'm done with Ryzen. Like, I don't know if I'd have done all that because they had like a Ryzen 9 or something stupid. But it's the board, and then AMD put a half-baked fix for Windows 10, but when you go to Windows 11, that fix is gone and no longer there. So you have USB issues, you have throttling issues, you have, like, it's just stutters left and right. I mean, it made the Division 2 completely unplayable. I mean, it was unplayable. It was like, you turn it on, it would skip so much and it ended up crashing. Skip, lag, crash. Windows 10, I still got a little bit of lag here and there, but I mean, it's not that neat. It's tolerable-ish. Another reason why I quit playing, because all my progress is on PC, and it's like, 'cause I have it on PlayStation too. I bought it way back in the day on PlayStation, but now that all my progress is on PC, I don't feel like going back and redoing my PlayStation. I still get micro stutters. Even in this game, I get some weird stuff, and I think it's the board. I don't know what else to do. And the problem with the board is if you uninstall, you can do anything. You can upgrade anything you want, and not to worry about reinstall Windows. But if you do the board, you have to reinstall Windows. So I gotta go prep my license, my Windows license, so I can. And if I got a new board, they're about to put out I think they're about to put the 650 series out, so I can probably get like a 570 pretty cheap if I wait long enough. That's kind of why I'm holding out. I mean, they're still supporting the 300 series, so I'm not worried about getting, because my other board here is a 450. It's only the 550. If you have the 570, there's no problems.
Already up to like 6 on.
Yeah, they're getting ready to put them out, and they're a pretty big upgrade from the 500 series. But I'm like, I'm not dropping $500 on a new series. I can't do it. I gotta turn it down a little bit. All I'm doing is listening to the mower run. That thing is loud. There's a lot of weeds in this, so you're not really getting a good yield out of what's here. But it is what
Right.
it is.
That's why I'm gonna plant grass.
But I don't have any
Right.
So I'm
Yeah,
kind
it's
of.
fine. I mean, you start now. At least there's something, you know.
Yep. I feel like it's gonna take me forever. I didn't even cut. I mean, maybe a quarter of the property that I own, I cut down.
Tractor. Pick it.
New Holland.
No. The Tundra. Isn't that what you bought?
Oh yeah, yeah. You kind of cut out a little bit there. I like it so far. I mean, it says 110 horsepower, but it feels weaker than that. It seems like the Vulture would have more power, even though they're rated exactly the same. For some reason the colors seem. That's why it seems so dark in the cab. I got the windows tinted in it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, why does it seem so much darker in the cab?
I don't ever tell. It looks cool, but it looks weird.
Yeah, when you're actually inside of it, it does. I forgot I just did that until just now. And the only problem with cutting also the meadow is like all these bushes and stuff you can't get rid of. They're just out here. They don't go away. Unless you plow. That's the only way they'll go away. I mean, I guess I could paint them.
Yeah, that's what I do is paint. That's why I was painting before I plowed.
Oh, okay.
The bushes go away.
Oh,
And it just helps lay out an area where I wanted.
Yeah.
Wow. But you can literally take the smallest grass, if you go to the plants and hit the very first one to the left, which is like grass. Meadow, you can just barely touch a bush and it'll disappear.
Oh, okay. I'll put it on the littlest thing. I gotcha.
Yeah, yeah.
I missed that log there. Or what actually pays? I guess logs probably pay better than grass too. Man, it literally won't spray that bush. There it goes, finally. There we go. That's better. Get rid of them all. Didn't take up much grass. I lost a little bit, but not that much. So I was looking at button boxes again today.
Yeah.
And they sell these, they're called like gamepad controllers or something. Basically makes your wiring like insanely easier. And you buy like, it's like plug and play on the board. Like it gives you like almost like a little Arduino type thing. And it goes to like a little thing where you plug, it's like a grid. And each plug and each plug wire, it comes a little set of wires. On each back of each wire, there's like the blade plug, so you just put the blades right on the back of the switches. So there's literally no soldering required, and there's no like figuring circuits out. You just plug and play back to this little board. It's like $20 for that thing, and by the time you add the box in, it's like 30 or 40. It was like I can't remember the guy's name, but he's a sim racer guy, and he's on YouTube. And I know in the video he talks about. He buys everything from Jeff Bezos, and it keeps like going, like flashing the screens of like Jeff Bezos talking about all the stuff he bought off Amazon. But I found it's like if you get like I can get an 8.5 by 11 box, which is a big box. That's like $20. And then if you buy that board with all that, and I think it comes with switches too. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Right.
You can buy the combo for like $3. You get like $3 worth of switches. Which are good for some push. You're not going to want to do all push buttons. But I bet I could build a whole box like that sim panel for under like $80. Easy. Depending on how much the key switch is and the brake switches. Depends, I guess. And I know with that shifter, I'm going to have to come up with something different because it's too high when you put it on. Because the shifter's a lot longer. It's too high on when you put it on your like shelf next to your wheel. Yeah. Like, you almost need somewhere down to your right to set it, like, a little bit lower.
What if you made, like, I don't know where you're planning on with this, the 80/20, but what if you made, like, one bracket right now that sat in the floor?
I thought about doing that.
Maybe it was on rubber feet, and you mount your wheel, your shifter, and your panel you got now.
To it.
To it. And the only thing, you'd have to maybe put some weight on the bottom so that it wouldn't tip over.
Yeah. Then I'm done at the end of the night, just pull it away.
Yeah, just pick it up and carry it away. Yeah.
Rather than put something. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something like that because I don't know where I'm gonna. I started looking into getting a split unit and seeing what's gonna take to get approved through the HOA to put this mini split in. Man, I missed one. How did I miss that?
I mean, here's the thing: if you're you want to cool the whole entire garage?
Yeah, because
you want to build like a room in there.
I want to make it like a usable space.
Yeah. Because if you sectioned it off and built yourself like a small
section in the garage,
you could put a fucking window unit in and dump the heat right out into the garage.
Yep.
The only thing you have to do is catch the, run the condensate outside.
Right. Which is not a big deal.
Now, you can use like a rubber tube.
Guys, like, don't they have those wall mount units where you don't have to put anything through your wall? I was like, you got to have a unit outside. Because I put it inside of our HOA group. They're like, make sure you get it approved, because if not, you'll be getting a letter like everybody else does for not having stuff away like you're supposed to. Apparently, there's some bitter people about the HOA.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, that's one of the things, like, that I would like to get away from the next house I buy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like having the HOA.
Well, my aunt offered me to buy her place.
Where's her place?
Liberty Grove Road.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
She's not ready to sell yet. She's still up and back and forth on selling it.
Yeah,
she's lived there.
They've done a shit ton of building up that way.
Uh huh. Well,
like,
she's
not so much like more toward the port side of Liberty Grove.
Yeah.
Not the Rising Sun side.
I wouldn't be that thrilled about living my close to my old boss, but I mean, it's what it is. And I mean, it would be longer for Kristen. She'd have to obviously move hospitals. It wouldn't be that bad of a drive for me. It'd be probably about the same, honestly. It wouldn't be that much different from what I'm driving now.
But it's probably what? An extra 20 minutes for her, maybe? If that?
Nah, it's probably longer than that because she's got to get down to 95, and it's from Bel Air just to Havre de Grace is an extra 20 minutes.
Where Grove are you at? You're talking more Rising Sun area?
Yeah, Dr. Jack's side.
Yeah.
Just on the other side of Dr.
Port.
Jack. Yeah,
Well,
it's still
not far to
Port.
95.
Yeah, but I mean, you
there.
figure Havre de Grace is an extra almost 20 minutes from Bel Air.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But
And you got another 10, 15 minutes past Bel Air to.
It's not that. It may be 20 minutes. I doubt it. Maybe 20 minutes to your house from my house.
So I was telling her, I mean, if I could, get a different job or something would work out for me.
The problem is traffic shitty up this way. It seems like every weekend, man, there's something around that bridge.
I know. And then there's something like what gets me is like, say something like that windstorm happens again, and it shuts the bridges down. Then what do? You go up go all the way up to Lancaster to cross?
You're not the only one dealing with it.
Yeah,
right?
I know, but I don't want to be the guy hanging my ass over the guardrail to take a shit because you can't get to a bathroom.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was a lot of that going on. Nobody talks about it though.
And really, there's only what 2 hospitals up this way now.
Yeah, Christiana too. You go move to Delaware. We could go into Delaware with it for sure.
Traffic shitty up that way too, man. Terrible.
Yep.
But she probably doesn't go into work during rush hour, does she?
She's the opposite.
Yeah, that's not bad then for her now.
Not too bad.
I mean, I can beat a white Martian probably under 30 minutes.
I just don't know if I'm gonna talk her out
under 30 minutes.
I don't know if I'm gonna talk her out of Bel Air. She really likes being in Bel Air.
Yeah, I mean, I can get the convenience.
I think now that we've had it, because you know how close we are to everything, I think it's gonna be hard to get it out of it. I think if our house was laid out a little different, she probably wouldn't. I mean, you're not gonna add the yard, but we do have that field across the street that like hardly ever gets used by anybody. I mean, we could definitely use that easily.
I like being where we are. It's kind of like we have just about everything we need. It's a hell of a lot less traffic.
Mm-hmm. I kind of wanted to get in that development.
We avoid Bel Air, really.
Yeah.
We only go there if we have to.
I wanted to get in that development over not far, right around the corner from you. Not Bully Rock, but it's right next to Bully Rock. You cross the propane place. You cross right there at the propane place, Greenway.
Yeah, that's Bully Rock still.
There were some houses just like this one, a little bit smaller, but they laid out very similar.
The only problem is they're redistricting that. Those kids are going to go to Aberdeen.
Wow.
You do not want that.
No. Aberdeen's getting better though. Aberdeen's not as bad as it was.
It's not.
Oh. But I mean, we were looking at that because I was like, man, it's almost the same house. It's just a little bit smaller for like $125,000 less.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But see, the school that's a big part of why.
And the thing I liked about that place, it was flat. This is not flat.
Yeah, I know.
I am over not having flat property.
The other thing we want rid of is we want the next house I have. I don't want fucking everything upstairs.
Now we're getting a rancher, and we decided whatever we move to next, that's it. We better. That's why I'm not in a hurry, because I'm like, if we're gonna stay wherever we're gonna stay, I will wait. I can wait a couple years.
I told her, I mean, first off, there's not anything right now on the market that I would want that I can afford.
And it's not worth paying all the money for getting something you don't want. It's like, I already got something I don't want.
I ain't paying the fucking closing fees and all that stuff.
I already have something I don't want. Why would I go move to something else I don't want?
I said, I'm going to be, next year I turn fucking 40. I do not want to be 70 paying off a house.
Yep. That's another thing. It's like on my mind.
That's why kids that the next generation behind us they're not buying houses because first off, they can't fucking afford it.
They can't find one if you.
And the reason you can't find one is because these fucking companies are buying them up.
Yep.
They are planning on renting and owning physical assets.
Yep. Oh, that's like the word on that got out. You know what I mean? Like, now everybody's trying to do the same shit.
I mean, that's one thing that's pretty much got to happen is people got to have somewhere to live.
Mm-hmm.
And, if the market does fall out, you ain't really losing too much. You're as poor as everybody else.
Right. Although I don't know. I rented. I know we'd have been in Edgewood, and now I'm kind of glad we didn't because we've been stuck down there in Edgewood schools. But
no, you don't.
Well, where we were, but man, that guy was going to sell me the place.
Yeah.
If he'd have just told me, that's what his plan was. If he'd have just told me that was his plan before I come and put the money down on this place, I was like, man, I'm not like blowing $4,000.
Right.
Just because you now told me I can keep a house that I really don't want, but I would have been no closing costs, no moving. It would have just been, and he would have prorated. So basically, whatever was left. Whatever he was going to sell to me for whatever he owed on the house. Because I basically, my rent was paying the mortgage anyway, and he told me that. But he said, if you do buy it, I'm going to prorate whatever you paid towards it for your rent. So the last 2 years wasn't a waste for you. I'm like, man, I wish you just said something to me a month ago. Because if we'd have done that, we'd have had the money left over to do the work that needed to be done to it and kind of update it a little bit more. And it wasn't a terrible house. The area was kind of crappy, but
right. And that's the thing. Like, even if you buy new, like you do, there's still shit that you want to do. Right
oh
now
yeah.
To a brand new house, there's always something.
Yep. You're never not gonna.
I mean, as long as the house is like solid, where you're not got fucking major shit,
Well, that was our biggest thing when we moved in here.
Like, you don't need a roof. You don't need fucking, all new windows. You don't need all new fucking, kitchen.
Well, we knew at the time. We knew at the time we wanted another kid, and we knew our schedule wasn't going to be changing. And it's like, I am not going to have the weekend to do the stuff. If I'm chasing around 2 kids, it's not. It'll never get done.
Right.
So that's when we said, well, let's buy something new. And this is what we ended up with. Although the basement and the other one.
You remember this houses you were looking at across from Bully Rock?
Yeah. Yeah.
Circle.
Mm-hmm.
Should have bought that motherfucker.
I know. We were looking at
big time now. Oh my god.
And they're single families. We could have probably afforded that too at the time.
They went up.
We could have probably afforded that at the time. That's the worst part.
I don't know if you could buy one now for under. I mean, they got to be close to 600.
Yeah. Well, these down here.
For one, there's none of them for sale that I know of right now. They all sold.
We looked at saw that one went for sale down here, and it was already sold before it even hit the market.
Yeah.
But I saw one down here with a sign in the yard.
Yeah.
I was like, man, our house went up. I was like, I wonder if the money we made off this place, if we sold it, 'cause I mean, we just say we're selling this place and it'll be sold. I was like, I wonder if we can get this place down here just to look at it. $698,000. I guess we're staying right where we're at.
That's right.
I ain't fucking moving down there. It's right down. It's at the end of the cul-de-sac. I mean, the end of the loop. It's right down here, right at the end of my street. Same road, same neighborhood. $700,000.
I mean, and stop and think about that. Like, think about what that is money-wise.
$750,000.
I mean, what's the payment on that? 5?
Well,
I mean, it's got to be over 3.
We're around 4 when we we're 385, and our payment. Well, we got a really low interest rate, and the tax with taxes is like 22 a month.
So
when we first moved in, it was 26, and it was hard. It was a hard pill to swallow.
Right. So then you've got to be somewhere close to probably over 4.
It's probably because they're renting. They were renting the one down the street for 3.
And that's just absolutely insane. Couldn't imagine throwing $3,000 a month away.
They're saying that I looked up Zillow, and they're saying the rent for this house, if I was to rent this house out, is $2,100 a month. I could literally, if it wasn't for the kids, I would go live in a shack, and I would go rent this place out right now.
I think we could rent our house for 16 to 17.
I would go live in a shack somewhere and rent this place out and just say, screw it. I mean, I can make $800-900 a month just off a house sitting here. It's okay, so they tear it up. I'll make that money back in a year. Less than a year. And they're paying my mortgage at the same time. And I don't have an FHA, so I can rent the place. Yeah, like if that would be exactly what I would do if we didn't have kids, and because she already said if we didn't have kids, she'd be travel nurse. I mean, shit, right there. That's a freaking income right there. I wouldn't have to work. Her being a travel nurse and making an income off a rental like that. I'll become the next Dagger one. Playing for my Airbnb.
Yeah, but you gotta fucking pay who knows what taxes and shit on that.
Oh yeah. They're all into that, man. The state's catching up quick on that one. Oh, they're catching up quick to them. I knew that wasn't gonna last for long. Oh, because the agencies are just ripping them off on that shit. But we were looking at travel nurses before that shit went through the roof, though. She was looking at that a long time ago, and we considered it. But I really didn't want to leave my job. But then all that shit went down, and I thought I was going to get fired and going to lose my job. And she's like, well, we could do it. Well, we ended up not doing it, obviously. Instead, she took a job up there and she had insurance, and we had Ben, and he went to the NICU and cost us an insane amount of money that's still not paid off. That's another reason why I'm still driving the Equinox. I could have a damn nice truck for what we're paying to pay all that shit
off. We're still paying off for Laney for the in vitro.
Yeah, it's just not cheap, man. I had to get a loan for like $36,000 to pay off all his shit. And I think we're almost halfway. We're almost halfway.
That's the only thing that I have. One of the things why it's would be hard for me to leave the board is because my insurance is so good.
That's why it's hard for her to leave Mercy right now, because I mean, she's got a great schedule, great time off. I mean, she's really got it made. If it wasn't for that, she'd have been gone. I can tell you that. It's miserable down for her. I mean, it's just the nature of the job right now. I mean, if she didn't have to work that, she could be doing like school nurse. She could do. There's so much stuff she could be doing.
Yeah, but school nursing don't pay shit.
Yeah,
pain in the ass.
She would do it. I think she would do it strictly for just the time off and stuff. And if I made enough, that's kind of the plan.
But you're only making like, I think they make like 50-some thousand or 70-some thousand.
She could probably, she could come in like she'd probably come in at top end, I'm sure, but
it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, but I mean, she
got to deal with talking parents and kids all day, and it's not like there's a team of people between you and the parent,
right?
You know what I mean, like a doctor or a regular nurse has,
right?
Taking phone calls all day, you know.
Yep.
Or you're trying to contact parents all day.
Yeah.
Get your kid. I wouldn't want to do, especially not right now with COVID.
Yeah. Well, she wanted to do it for the time off, if the summer's off and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, that's Nicole's. She wanted to do like the school secretary thing at one point, and it's just like, hit it.
Once the kids go to school, she was thinking about doing that. Like, once the kids go to school, we get bills down enough, and I'm making enough money to where we could take that. That way, she could have off all summer. That way, I can save my time for the summer, and we could just, you know, it's all dependent on me at that point. You know what I mean? We're not trying to juggle 2 schedules, and it's only on mine, so we can do a lot more. Yep. Make up for all these weekends that we're losing right now. But I mean, the weekend it's double fold because she's making more money on the shifts, and we're saving the money on daycare. So it's like we're doubling up, we're double dipping almost. So it feels like we're cheating the system, but I mean, you make sacrifices in other areas. Just we don't get to do shit as a family on the weekends. And if the little bit you do get to do, it's on Sunday, and she's tired anyway, and you know, it's just not as enjoyable. So when we do have off, she does have that one weekend off, or she gets called out on a Saturday. We kind of got to capitalize on that next day. Which sucks, because then you don't have plans, and it's hard to, you know, just come up with spur of the moment shit for the next day, and I don't know. It's just it's not easy. No. But you look at the alternative. You're like, well.
We having Fridays off in the summer. Well, I work, you know, 10-hour days, and then by Friday it's like one day on Friday.
Yeah. I like having that Friday off though, man. I have off tomorrow. I love it.
Yeah.
But I got kids, so I take Ben to school. You know, I'm taking care of the school stuff, and
like, it's not like what you think. Like, oh. You
now
know,
once they go to school, once they're both in school, it's going to be a whole different ball game. I'll have the whole day to myself again. I feel like before I had kids, but it still won't be the same because you know they come home.
You won't in the summer.
Yeah. But they'll be older, you know, and I'm not wishing the younger years away either because I really enjoy them being little like this. It's fun. It's a fun age, and I don't want to rush it. But the things that have gotten easier with Ben, just by him getting older, is insane. Like it's just to think how it used to be with the two of them. It's just gotten so much easier. Like, I remember struggling with the whole bedtime thing with the two boys. It was such a pain in the ass.
You've always been lucky with Luke. Beanie, she's a little bit harder to get in bed.
I think Zach finally fell asleep like maybe 45 minutes ago. Finally. I don't know what I'm going to do when he has to come out of the crib. Hopefully he's done napping by then. That's the only thing I can hope. And one of the first things I want to upgrade to is a bigger tedder, a bigger mower. I guess I need to get some kind of plow and a seeder too. Well, meadow grass, if you're going to do grass, you have to, I guess you still got to cultivate, don't you, for a seeder.
For this, no, some of them are no-till, but probably
appreciate that like. Thank you.
The little ones you'll have to.
Penny Ann. Hope the great state of Florida is treating you well. A lot warmer down there, I can tell you that. Getting my controls mixed up. A little shack over there, a little tent. That's good. It means my Facebook streams. That's what I understand. Like, I can play music on the Facebook stream and nothing gets muted, nothing gets taken down. Put it on a video, post it, taken down, or the muted. I don't get it. Which sucks because Facebook actually, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things with streaming, Facebook is the best platform for it because you can post. You got a mix. Well, then you can post videos. You can post messages like text, like pictures or whatever. Like it's like you got the best of all the worlds. Like you don't get that on Twitch. Like on Twitch you rely on Twitter or some other platform. You know what I mean? Like there's no place you can like post random text updates about what's going on or whatever. Or, like I got that shifter. Like there's no way I could do that on Twitch. And then YouTube has it blocked by how many subscribers you have. You can do it on YouTube, and it seems to work really well. Everybody seems to get a lot of like reactions and likes and stuff, like comments and stuff on it. But you don't get it until you get 500 subscribers. And Facebook, you get all that stuff right off the rip. It just sucks. They're not really. They're just dropping the ball and treating their creators. They treat their creators like shit. People have problems. They just don't help them. They just don't have the help, the support there to help them. Like I had those videos muted with copyright-free music. I could submit a ticket. It'll never get looked at. It's just only thing I can do is take the video down and redo it with music that they give you in their library. But see, as a level up creator, I'm supposedly have access now to most record labels don't copy strike anything anymore for the live streams, not for the videos. So I don't know. It's like it's weird. It's the same company, but they're so segregated with their services. Rather than trying to mix them together, they're all kind of different. Like where YouTube does a pretty good job of mixing it, art is doing a pretty good job of mixing them together. Crudo coming in with 29 months. Copyright these nuts. Appreciate the resub, man. It's been a while since I've been on here. Between being sick and going on vacation, and my grandfather ended up going in the hospital. So far, so good. We started a whole new farm. This one, we're doing this one a little different. I have my own farm here.
Whole new server.
Whole new server. Yeah, he gave us a hell of a scare. It's Sunday night. That's why Sunday night stream did not happen, because I got a phone call 10 minutes before I was going to go live. Appreciate it. But he was completely unresponsive, and by Tuesday, I guess he was talking to me, trying to get out of bed and stuff. So he's not supposed to, but he was trying to. Still having a hard time speaking. So I guess they're revisiting the whole stroke thing, even though they say that the infections will make you seem like you have a stroke, have like same symptom as a stroke. And then one doctor says he plans on him having a full recovery back to where he was. So it's good. It's not what I was expecting to hear when I first saw him. But he's not out of the woods yet. I mean, he's still down there. So. Well, yeah, that's why Sunday night didn't happen. I took off Monday, pretty much all day Monday at the hospital. Well, yeah, I should be back now on regular schedule. Regular schedule Thursday, Friday, Saturdays. But yeah, we got a new farm going here. I started from zero. I have $6,000. Well, I have actually made more now. I made almost 50. Blood infection. And they still haven't figured out where it's from yet. Andrew Blizzard, thank you for that. Appreciate it. worst part was I think he was starting to get it the night he was over here at my house. 'Cause he gave the baby a haircut, and he gave the oldest a haircut. So that's what's surprising. It's like he gave him haircuts. He was here, up and about, and give him freaking haircuts. Next thing you know, he's unresponsive in the hospital. Like, what the fuck does that happen? They say it started then, and he just kind of kept feeling worse and didn't go to the doctors, and it just got to the point where he's just staring at a wall. But he's doing good now, or doing better, I should say. Not good, but better. Yeah, if you look here, see if I can go and list the farms here. I need to log in as an admin so I can save my game. Wrong password. I can't type. Yeah. It is good. Uh-oh. Oh, caps lock's on, dumbass. There we go. All right. So here we have two farms. Hartford Farm and Hardcore Farm, which started from zero. I started cutting logs, and he has a full-fledged farm running. We'll go over in a second and check it out. But basically, we're going to try doing the whole invoice thing, the whole invoices, so we're like I can do work for him and get paid invoices and build my farm up from zero, where he already has an existing one. And we were on a server playing before, but the server screwed up and I couldn't log in, so we lost our entire game. So we decided to change the format up just a little bit.
Here, when I get to a point, we're gonna start letting the time run, I guess.
Oh yeah, we can do that. I'm just cutting grass, so I
just
can.
need to stock. I want to plant this field and then stock stuff up.
Yeah, I think right now grass is at the highest price, but it's not going to get like that much better if I wait another month or so. I think the time's set at 2 times, so you can leave it at 2 times. I'm fine with that. Right now I'm trying to make enough. Basically just now, I just want to get everything upgraded. So I'm tetting this out, because if you tet this out, you get tetter or dry it out. You get an extra what, $20 a liter or something, or $20 1,000 liters. So I'm hoping I'll get like 10 grand out of this. I doubt it, but we'll see. So I'm missing the front PTO on this tractor. I don't know if I can put it on here or not. I don't think I can, actually. So I guess my next project is to get a tractor with a front PTO, because none of the cheap tractors have that. I think it's probably why they're so cheap. So I'd really like to. I think I'd like to get one of those Vultures, because the Vulture I do know it does a pretty good job of like the bigger tedder. It will run that. It'll run the bigger rakes, and I can run the double. I can run double mower with it. I can run the front mower and the back mower. This is my measly little farm there. Little shack. Half-ass barn. And a tent to sleep in. Now, how does that work, like, if going to sleep? If, like, say you and we're playing multiplayer, and I go over and I go to sleep, does that trip you out too? Is that fast forward time for you too?
I think it will. I think it must.
I mean, how else would that work? Because it can't do 2 different time frames.
No. Not sure.
So I guess if we ever want to forward time, I can go try it and just see what happens when we're ready to forward time to the next month.
I was just up high. 25.
I'm just curious to see. I'm just curious to see what it does.
Yeah, we can.
Crew Dog, I haven't spent much time on Twitch lately either. But unblock YouTube, it works. I've been watching a lot of YouTube. the little bit of time that I have at work now. I don't know. I don't have as much time as I used to. Everything just kind of picked up and went all at the same time. Everything's been going crazy since February, and with no signs of slowing down. They were still talking. Apparently, they haven't completely transferred us over to the new organization yet, and they were still talking, pushing us back to the old organization. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to find a new job then, because I ain't going back to work for them. They don't. I don't know. There's no work for them, and I'm just tired of staring. It sounds stupid, but I mean, they're not gonna have me sit around and stare at a wall for that much longer. So they're gonna do something with me. And I don't know where they. And then who knows where you're gonna go from there? I have a little more control of where I go. But luckily, the group they decided to let it go, and we're gonna stay where we're at. And we're almost done here. James, thank you for that like. Appreciate it. We're almost done here. Start raking it up and then use the foraging wagon. Because I'm doing a bale right now is not an option. Doing bales. I have no way to pick them up. Probably don't have to cut a biggest space off as this. Probably do some smaller spots. Just want to get a good chunk of money going. If this don't bring as much money as I think, I will go buy that other trailer and start cutting some more logs, so I can get a decent plow and start actually planting some fields. And since I already have all the stuff for doing grass, I might I just keep planting grass. Because it's got the quicker turnaround now.
We start working together and invoicing. Start borrowing equipment.
Yeah. Can you borrow equipment? Does it work like that?
Oh, I think so.
Because like if you do like a contract normally, you can't use the equipment for anything other than what it's contracted for.
Oh. It doesn't work that way. I don't know.
There was a I didn't get a chance to watch the Farmer Klein's video on it. I didn't get a chance to watch that. I wanted to because he did it, or him, or I don't know. One of them guys did it. One of them guys did the review on it. I don't remember who did it. It was pretty recent. I think I sent it to you. I didn't get to watch the whole thing. I got a bad habit of that. I see that and I see how it's like the reviews going into it. And then I send it to you, and I don't even watch it myself.
Yeah.
One problem of having a tiny tractor with a tiny equipment. Not a lot of money. Takes forever to get shit done. But we're getting there. That's what's nice about playing the small maps too. You kind of get them done quick. You're not spending all night on them. 'Cause that's what happened with I was playing the Halt Ballaron or whatever. And I was merging fields together, but then the fields get so damn big, it's like, man, I defeated the whole purpose.
That's why when you go to create fields, I would keep them small. You know what I mean?
The only reason I'm cutting them this big is because it's grass. It's a meadow.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm gonna do. If you look on, like the field that's kind of here, off to like where my tent is. There's like an old withered field, looks like. I'm gonna probably might make that a little bit bigger, but not much bigger. Because I like the idea of sticking with the small tractors. I really don't want to have to get into big tractors yet.
Right. That's why I'm trying to I'm trying to make this a somewhat decent sized farm, but I don't want massive tractors.
And the only reason I did a massive cedar and stuff like that was just to get that shit done quick.
Yeah, yeah. You want to try to get this established, this farm.
Because I started playing a little bit of that Michigan map. Man, those fields are massive, and it takes forever. If you don't buy the biggest and best stuff, it takes forever. And like all your buildings were already themed, and it's like I kind of wanted to use different buildings. And it's like every time I start doing stuff, I like the way I start thinking about like what I want to build out. Like I keep falling back to no man's land because you can kind of just do what you want. That's why we're kind of here.
This has always been.
Well, because you can just make it whatever you want. You don't like that road there? Move it. If it's if it's already a made map, pre-made map, you can't do that.
And you just can't do it in the game. I've changed stuff by going into the Giants editor.
I'm not sure how that works with servers, though, if you can do that.
Yeah, you just save the map. You resave the map.
Oh, I guess.
And load the map.
I wish you could do FTP. I don't see why we couldn't. I have to find a better FTP client, a good FTP client. I haven't done FTP in years. I used to do it all the time because that used to be like the de facto way to like push websites and stuff, but not anymore, man. FTP is old school stuff. Works good, but it's still old school. All right, let's harvest some corn. I don't have any corn. We didn't plant any. We got some wheat in the other field over there. I'm doing my own thing here. I'm just cutting grass and selling it, see what I get for it. What's going on, Wheels? How'd you and Double Door do the other night? I ended up leaving a tab open for him. I didn't watch the whole thing. I didn't realize they brought Control back. Control is a permanent thing now. I tell you what's going to come back in full fledged is BitTorrent. They started adding make people, if you're still paying for Netflix and stuff, and they're still giving you commercials even though you're paying for it. Everybody's going to go back to pirating stuff.
Damn praises.
I already told my cousin, I was like, hey, I'll give you $10 a month just to keep the server up. I had no problem with that. Cut all, and he'll give me everything all the networks have.
How does he have it all?
I'm not exactly sure exactly how he does it. I know, like, if you want like a TV show, he's got a script that'll run, and because he gets it off the antenna, digital antenna, like if it's like CBS or whatever.
Yeah, but he's basically.
He'll record it on a server, and then I think he even like scripts it to where it knows if it's got. I don't know if he can take the commercials out, if he takes them out or not, or you gotta fast forward. You might have to fast forward through commercials. I can't remember. But basically, he runs it all through Plex, so you can have it on your Apple TV. Appreciate that like. So you can run it all. Like you normally would. You can even watch on your phone. Oh, I'll go up, not down. Now I gotta rake it all. I know what kind of corn you're talking about, Wheels. It's about the kind of corn the deer like. I'll be back to playing some Apex sometime. We'll see. Kind of get this setup going. It's sim rig stuff coming in. Let me get chainsaw out. I put the... Yeah, it did. And one thing I won't be getting into is iRacing, because that is a monthly subscription.
Cancel it at any time, though, right?
I think so.
I wonder if you like take a break.
I was looking at
where you left off.
I don't know. I was looking at Project Cars too. That seemed like a good one. Gran Turismo 7 would require me to keep my PlayStation until it comes out on PC next year.
Sure, when it comes out on PC, it'll probably be better than PlayStation.
Oh, I'm sure.
Probably be so many mods and stuff.
Oh, it looks amazing on PlayStation, but you're so limited. Even though you have the wheel and everything, but man, you're still so limited on things. Like you feel it. Like you can't. It's hard to navigate through the menu. I was hoping to run a little faster than this. I need a bigger rake. Well, I'm curious to see what wheel you end up with, Wheels. Because I went with the 923. I'm pretty happy with it. I took my buddy Justin here. I took his word over not going with the Thrustmaster because he didn't really like it. And everybody really raves about the 923s. But they're definitely the entry level. When you start getting into them, yeah, it's feedback, force feedback. But it's definitely entry level. I looked at some of those boxes, man. My God, the box themselves are $1,500, and that's not even the most expensive one. Some of them are nuts. That's just a box. You got to buy the box and steering wheel separate. The fucking wheels like $600.
Yeah.
I was talking to a guy one night. He had a sim rig, and I was like, "Yeah, I think about getting the 923." He goes, "Yeah, that's a nice entry level." I was like, "Man, $400 entry level, my ass." Yeah, I got a whole. Was you thinking about doing a whole sim rig, or just kind of setting up at your desk? Because my next purchase, I got the sim rig almost. I got all the pieces for it. My Granger order came in today. Got all the pieces for it. My next step is really finding a good spot to put it, because my wife was not gonna let me put it in the basement like I thought she was. But my next step is to get. I could buy 2 more 1440p monitors to match the one I have now for cheaper than an ultra ride would be, and have more screen real estate. But the ultra wide just looks awesome. But it's it's kind of mediocre. Yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. I think I know who you're talking. I was watching her room setup tour. She was talking about the rig that she has, because she recommends the one. So I was looking at the one. I definitely want to get that pedal. And I got the Logitech pedals, and I'm really thinking about doing that conversion kit. Actually, you sent it to me the other day. Because the pedals here, if you once you look at all the other pedals, like these pedals look kind of cheesy.
Them other puzzles fucking expensive.
Yeah, man, you could drop 30 grand on a sim rig easy, without even thinking twice about it. Time to get them all the 80/20, all the monitors.
I'd drop 30 grand on anything. I'm thinking a lot about it.
Yeah. You can get away with the home built stuff, and that's kind of what the way I'm going right now, because she's already not happy about me building it, and I'm getting most of the stuff for free. Probably just a desk setup. Yeah, that's true. That's true. We could make that kind of modular though, where it's like a rig setup, but you just kind of roll into it. You know what I mean? Because honestly, that's the chair's like the hardest part. Trying to come up with is like how I'm even going to mount the chair. Because I got a chair I can use, but I got to find a way to mount it. Because those chairs are stupid. Chairs are like $500. Some of them.
Get some at racing. You can buy a racing seat.
Yeah, they're like still 150, $200.
Like $200.
I still got to find a way to mount them.
Some of them come with they're on the bracket. The slider, the adjustable track.
Mm-hmm. We gotta get it mounted to the 80/20.
80/20.
Yeah. Because what I'm thinking about doing is I have a chair I can use. It's got armrests on it. That's for the biggest thing. Is I want the armrest.
Yeah.
I thought about just buying going back and buying a cheap ass gaming chair that I had before. Technosport. You can get one of them for like $150. If the time you add all the promo codes, if you get it during like a promo, you can do it, and just take the whole base off. You just unscrew that out of the base and then mount some 80/20 to it, and you could do it that way too. That's what I'm thinking. Now I regret getting rid of that gaming chair for like $20. Damn it! I should have held on to that. I'm gonna have to lease that wagon. I forgot about that. I don't even have the wagon yet. Should have bought a bigger windrower. I think I might actually just go lease one, because this is just taking forever. How much can I get for this? You said you get more money if you take it up there and sell it. 4509. Let's take a note of that. All right. I'm just gonna lease one. Wasn't going to, but this is ridiculous. What's it cost to lease? Oh, $900. Yeah, I'll do that.
Just curious, like if I.
All right, we're gonna go get a different windrower here. I'm gonna be here all night doing this one field. See my nice little tent? That's my house. It's not a bad tractor for $25,000.
Windrower did you have?
The Pottinger, the small one, because it was only like $5,000. Like, I wish there was like a mod to where, like, say you're playing multiplayer like this. If you wanted to sell a piece of your equipment, it goes on to the for sale list at a discount. You know what I mean? Where I could buy your old used equipment. That'd be kind of cool if they would do that. I don't know how they'd implement that for just servers or whatever.
I wish you could just right click on the piece of equipment and change the ownership. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Click on it, change who owns it.
I think I've seen T-Pain set up. I don't know how to. I'll check it out again. But I do know he was getting into some racing stuff.
I'm buying a windrower. I want to
see if I can use it. See if it'll let me hook up to it.
Yeah, I know if you look at it, it'll tell you that
Up to
you
no
own
good.
it, that I own it, but I don't know if it'll let you hook to it.
We'll see. I'm gonna go sell this thing real quick. Hopefully get like $5 grand out of it. Playing golf. On the PlayStation or real life? It was kind of late for golf. Kind of dark. Oh, you bought the same windrower I did? Well, I leased it. It's pretty good size. It's like, it's not too big,
It's
but
like 8 meters. Yeah, it works well. It turns good.
it does give you a little bit more money. Not much money.
Yours says rented by Hardcore Farming, and mine says owned by Hardcore.
2021. Playing the Masters. I'll be at Tiger Woods.
See if you can hook up to this one.
Which one is yours?
Mine's this one.
The closest one?
Yeah. Don't back into it or you're going to owe me money.
Oh, well, let me. Oh, I hit that button back.
The tractor sounds good.
It reminds me of that old Ford we used to have. The one that I used to run when I was I would rake hay all the time on the farm. I would hope it's crossplay, but who knows?
Yeah, it won't let me hook it up.
No, it won't let me either. I might be too far. Let me pull up a little bit.
And let's see if you can hook it up. I don't think it will let you either.
Nope. Is there a setting in there that you can probably hit? I don't know about the golf game, but I know the this game's cross-plat. Well, our server isn't because we got too many mods on. Can't be cross-plat. Yeah, I shoved that one up inside the tractor. That's not gonna work. Oh. Oops. All right, let's see if that works. Really need a front weight for this thing. I have a feeling there's a lot of the sports games. Are those sports games on Game Pass? So I figure out why they're adding all these games to Game Pass. Because you can only play on xCloud if the game is on Game Pass. The only problem with playing on xCloud is like you can't pick up your old save files. So say I have Farming Sim on my Xbox. I can't get on xCloud Gaming and play Farming Sim through there and have all my save game stuff. Baseball one just came out. I know the wrestling one just did too, because a lot of people were playing that. I think Seaside was playing that too. I was playing some Gran Turismo earlier with this thing. Man, I suck at that game. I suck so bad at that game. All right, let's see if we can make this a little bit better here. Watched the par 3 challenge yesterday. It's pretty good. Yeah, at this point, everything should just be crossplay. I don't know why anything coming out at this point is not, other than maybe Sony's licensing. Sony likes to be like that. Probably gonna miss some, whatever. Miss some hay there. Be alright. This is much faster.
see if it'll let me work on your property. I don't think it will either. Probably tell me that I don't have access to the land.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. They're probably gonna say that.
Then they need to come up with a mod, and there may have been one before. I don't know. But
How else does invoices work? Invoices gotta work somehow.
That's just transfer of money, right? That's just transferring money between the farms.
Right. Well, you got to be able to do something to transfer money.
Well, I think you'll have to join my farm, and then do the work,
and then join.
And then I can just send you money.
Well, then I can't use your equipment. That kind of sucks too. I can't use your equipment.
You can, because you'd have to join the farm.
Right, but I can't use it on my fields. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So the only way that we can do that, and I'm thinking, and I don't know how it'll work, like if you transfer ownership of the field back and forth.
I bet there's a better mod for that. Just gotta look.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, this is a lot better doing it like this. What tractor do you have there? The Massey Ferguson?
It's a littler one.
Try to make these lines as straight as possible. That way, when I come back with the forging wagon, it won't take me forever. Is it letting you, or is it telling you no?
I haven't tried it yet. I'm just trying to get lined up with what you got going here. See if it does work.
If you pick up what's existing, it's fine. It'll throw back in that row anyway.
Nope.
It don't have access to this land?
Yep.
I figured.
Yeah, well, that's the only thing that sucks, then, because that's going to limit. I was hoping to do.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it completely ruins what we were planning on doing. I mean, other than maybe if I need to get money for like contracts, I'll harvest your field with you.
Right.
And then you pay me for doing it or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm doing this and get like $3 grand. I could have cut a shitload of trees by now. But cutting tree, after a while, to me, cutting trees start getting boring. Unless I can get like the equipment to do it. Cutting them by hand, it gets boring after a while. But I own a shitload of trees. I still have a whole nice big patch I could cut. Probably give me $100 and some thousand. Do you want to turn the time back on?
Not yet. Let me finish playing this field.
Did you create another field?
Yeah.
That's a big. It looks like a big ass field.
I'm planting it all in grass.
Wheels, you been playing this new rank split? I didn't realize it already split. I didn't realize that much time had already went by. So you're saying that that DayZ server that we played on, and we had that like where I met you up in that corner of that map, and we put stuff in them barrels and stuff. You said they all got hacked and went through.
Yep.
That's so. I can't. I guess they have an anti-cheat, but it's just I don't know. That's just disappointing. Because it like defeats the whole purpose of like trying to build a base and
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I got a feeling, man, if you you get into sim racing, I got a feeling you may never go back to first person shooters. I mean, I'll still play them, but I don't see me going back to them a good bit. That's why I'm like, I'm not worried about putting. That's part of the reason I don't. I kind of want to do a sim rig, but then I kind of want to leave this set up because if I do want to go back and play something like Division 2 or we want to play DayZ at one night, you know what I mean? It's you can't really once you get into a rig, it's really hard to transfer all that stuff back out of it. Thought about having like the ultra wide monitor and leaving this monitor set up here, so if we wanted to play some kind of like game, like a first person shooter game, I could just unhook the PC from wherever the rig's set up at and just come up here and play it, hook it up here. I really don't want to put the money into another PC, another gaming PC, just so I can have it in 2 different spots. I mean, I kind of have a setup for it. Just got to buy a better GPU, but I don't know about that. I mean, I could definitely do it with the 1650 Super that I have, and just leave one set up. Oops. Let go of the wheel. This is going a lot quicker now. Man, we'd still be doing the first quarter of the field if I had the other wind rower. We'll see. I still might actually go back and get the other wagon and actually do some more trees so I can speed up getting some more money.
Yeah.
So I can get that other tractor so I can get a bigger mower.
Oh. Start doing work for me here too.
Yeah. Get around harvest time.
Well, I just
tree fell on my head.
Else. I forgot. This field here is going to need to be limed and rolled.
Did you get rid of that one big tractor I had?
Yeah.
Well, that's not really realistic for the game anyway. Did you get rid of the plow, the plow that I had to, and get the smaller version of it?
No,
like the 6 meter. You kept it.
I still have the big one.
Do we have you have a tractor enough horsepower for it?
Yeah. Yeah, I bought a big tractor. Somewhat.
The JCB.
Well, I had that, but I got rid of it. I got this New Holland now. It's still got 313 horsepower. So
that's just enough for that big plow.
Yeah.
I got a big plow. It's like 280 or 290.
It didn't have any trouble with this field.
At least the sell point's not that far. I don't have to drive that far to get to it. I feel like the station already played this song. Almost there. We're getting there. Alright, at this point, I just need to finish up the one section, I guess. Yeah, the only really good game that I saw that was realistic. I don't really want to play Forza. Forza looks amazing, but it's kind of like, I don't know, arcadish, cartoonish. Yeah. I
thought the same thing.
I want to stay a little more realistic. Like Gran Turismo would be great if it was just on PC.
I was thinking about buying Forza, and then I seen Farmer Klein playing it, and I'm like, oh, that's not what I thought it was.
No, I thought it was more like Gran Turismo. I'm trying to remember what I played on Xbox before. Yeah.
I wish the NASCAR game would have been better. I would have been into that, but I read reviews on it and watched YouTube videos, and people were just complaining about it.
Everybody says, you know, if you're gonna play iRacing,
yeah.
or the Dirt Rally. I saw Dirt Rally 2.0. What's going on, Lucas? Yeah, I got a different section here. I have my own farm. We're trying something a little different here. He's doing his own farm. It's kind of built up, and I'm starting from scratch. I started cutting down trees. I cut down a shitload of trees. This area right here. This was all. This was all trees at one point. Now they're all gone. That was all trees sold. It was probably what? I'd say altogether $30,000. Decent amount. Plus it helped that I sold my truck, so that gave me a little extra money. You ain't bothering me, man. No. Yeah, I've been between vacation and getting sick, and then keeping up with family members. Trying to keep them out of the hospital. I'm doing good. Finally getting over it. As you can hear, my voice is kind of cracking up a little bit. Completely lost my voice for like a week and a half. Which I thought was allergies, but then after talking to some people, they kind of had the same thing as I did. Said it lasted about 2 weeks. But I should be back now. Should be back on my regular scheduled nights now. Yeah, it sucks. It was like as soon as I got back to, I started getting it. Pretty much put me out of commission streaming wise for all of March. I thought about getting rid of my Xbox too, but I figure I'll keep that for playing with Ben, and then I always have at least a console to play on.
Yeah. Well, you figure it's not going to be much longer. He's going to be more and more into it, you know?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what she told me about the basement. She's like, eventually you just set your whole setup down there. And she's like, they're going to think it's so cool. They're going to want one too.
Okay.
So I'll be building more PCs. But I don't know. He'll probably want to play with his friends, I'm sure. I don't know. By the time he's old enough to start doing that, consoles won't even be a thing. They'll all be playing off their iPads. Playing cloud gaming.
Well, that's all Lucas wants to really play. Like, this week he's been playing the Switch some, but he's mainly interested in the tablet.
I'll tell you what, if the xCloud gaming gets better, where you don't actually see like the network line, like the refresh, you can kind of see the lines go down through the tablet screen. If once that kind of goes away and you lose some of that latency, it's game over for consoles. You'll have the enthusiast people who want to have the PCs and stuff. They'll still be around, but for the most part, the masses will be playing on cloud gaming. PlayStation's gonna be late to the game on that one. I mean, Nvidia already does that. Don't catch the tree. Don't catch the tree. All right, we're almost done. Almost done. One little section left, and I gotta go get the wagon. It's getting warm down there where you're at, Lukowsk. Starting to get warm, I guess. Imagine your weather down there is probably about the same as ours here. I should have bought that other property. Like 32 and 22 is what I should have done. Just took the whole 6 blocks instead of 4. Because then it kind of backs up to that big hill. It makes more sense. Like cutting the grass. Now this looks like I'm cutting a line down the middle of the field. Debating if I'm gonna rent a foraging trailer, I should probably get a bit bigger one than the Pottinger one, so I'm not running back and forth as much. We're gonna hold on to this for now, even though it's leased. We'll still hold on to it. Oop, wrong way, wrong way. All right, you prick. This thing's hard to back up because it's like it has the trailer wheels kind of aid you, so you back up you turn even faster when you're backing up.
Yep. It's a pain to back that thing up.
Like, I'd rather just not help me at all. I might sell this tedder too. I take it back up and sell it. It's just too small. Too small for doing this. It's just taking too long. Like if I was doing pre-made fields, like on a map or something like Old Stream Farm, it might be a little different. Take it back up and sell it. Crew Dog, you still here? you know if B Money got a PlayStation? He was able to track one down. I know he's looking for one. Cause his PlayStation 4 died on him. They're getting a little more easily accessible, so. Fish gave him one. Holy shit. That's damn nice of Fish to do. And got a better deal for me. I was going to sell it to him. I was going to sell it to him at a discount, but and ship it to him for free. But Fish one up me on that one. You give him a PlayStation 5 or a PlayStation 4 for free? I didn't realize many people were playing a PlayStation 4 still. 4. If I'd have known that, I wouldn't have ever sold mine. I kept it and gave it away or something. I should have done like a giveaway with it. That's what I should have done. Well, I said I was going to sell them for $400. I was talking about the PlayStation 5. They're getting a little. You're able to get a hold of them a little better now. They're not as bad to get a hold of. Let's see here. So, forging wagon. Where are we at here with the forge wagons? That's about as much as we can do there, huh? Silage added if I'm not doing that. What's the lease on this bad boy? Oh, that's expensive. But I need it. I don't want to be here all night trying to get stuff there to there. Not as bad as buying one, I guess. That's a lot of wagon for this little tractor. Wrong way. Luckily, we don't have any hills, so we should be good. Damn, it's alright. 11:45. You got work tomorrow, don't you? So this morning, my plan was, because I had worked an hour overtime last week that I didn't get paid for because it's a pain in the ass. So I was like, oh, I'll take an hour. At some point, I'll take an hour to make up for it. So I was like, so I told her yesterday, I said, oh, I know you got to work tomorrow night, so I'll leave an hour early. So this morning, I'm supposed to leave the house at 5:15. 6:15. She's waking me up. I'm supposed to be working at 6. I said, well, I guess I'm using an hour this morning. Oh, well. I remember waking up. It was like 4:45, and I was like, I'll get up early. I'll just set my alarm. I'll just turn my alarm off here in a second. And I guess I fell back asleep. Obviously, I did, because Kind of wake back up. Alright, so it's like that. Alright, we're good. I'm just gonna drive over top the center and hope for the best here. That's right. Fish did get a PS5, didn't he? I remember that. Actually used a decent amount of fuel. I didn't realize how much fuel I had used. I guess that's another thing to consider when you're running a small piece of equipment on a large field. That's how much fuel you'll end up using. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of this interface here. This is OBS inside OBS. I might have to go back to Streamlabs OBS. I think I might make that other PC. We'll see. Because this got Streamlabs OBS has second selective recording. So like if I want to record what I'm streaming, I don't have to record the camera.
Right.
So I might do that. I might go back to that. Yeah, this tractor's a little bit glitchy in the mirrors and stuff. I'm getting like some like the weird like flash and stuff.
Same tractor?
Yeah. Trying to debate what I would keep this tractor for. Maybe if I keep it and put just keep it for like a windrower or something, or a tedder. But really, if I'm the only operator, I only really need one tractor. Kind of pointless to have more than one. See how much money this thing brings. All right, so we're at 12,065. Which sell point should I sell this at?
Do they all pay the same?
Oh, that's right. I forgot to look. Sell everything container. Which is right over here. That's where I was gonna go anyway. Was that one? It's paying the best. Wish you could change the names of that to like something, make a store name or something. You know what I mean? That'd be kind of cool. Decent amount of money, $2,300. I could have cut up a lot of trees for that kind of money. I mean, I could have cut up one tree would have gave me that kind of money. But the trees are a one-time gig. Once they're done, they're done. Or this, you keep getting this over and over again. Plus, if I actually planted grass, it would actually grow back better. I have all these woods here to my left, too.
I just realized it's gonna be a problem.
What's that?
You know, this is gonna be a problem.
What's that? What else is a issue?
In this map, right,
Mm-hmm.
there are no numbered fields.
Yeah.
So
The invoice thing won't work.
Gonna work because you can't pick the field number. There are no fields.
Same with calm lands too. Did you notice that? There's no. I think there's like one field that's actually numbered on calm lands. I mean, I'd hate to swap maps again just for that. You know what I mean?
Reality is what you do is you just pretend you cheat money back and forth.
Yeah. You just take off
You just
whatever.
cheat money, yeah. And if you want to use like a piece of equipment, say it's mine, buy it, to your farm,
Right.
cheat it. You know what I mean?
Cheat it in and take it back out.
Yeah.
Just had 12,065 before I did any grass. Just curious to see how much money it brings in. I'm just picking like random lines at this point. I guess it's not too bad in money for just meadow grass. Just randomly there. So if I wanted to plant grass back here where I just picked all this up, I wouldn't have to. Would I have to cultivate it or no? Or plow it, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta plow it.
Before I can put grass in. And if you're gonna
You gotta
plow
create-
it,
You gotta create like the field, pretty much. See, that's what I don't get. Like when I run the other horseplay mod, you could do that in here. Like they were numbered. Well, and I guess you created them through the mod.
did that come through on that? It did. Get rid of it. Just timeout restream bot. James, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Thank you, Crew Dog. That's from freaking. Oh, was that? Did I do that or did you do that? I don't know. But that was from. In YouTube. Doesn't show up on the other one, huh? You gotta love that stuff, man. You gotta love it. Stupid bots. Damn, where am I trying? Okay. How the hell did I get to 1,000? Oh, I got full, whatever. It's full. I don't remember driving that. Guess it all works out. Anyway, thank you for that follow. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, James. Dealing with bots and their stupid stuff. I didn't think you could drive the vehicles if the game was minimized. But apparently you can. See, I want the. That's why I want to go back to Streamlabs too, because it gives you the event list. This doesn't even give you an event list. I don't know. Like, it's all they follow, but is it on Facebook? Was it on Twitch? Not on YouTube, because YouTube has subscribers. Or was it on Trovo? We'll see. I don't know. I might get rid of Restream. I'm not a biggest fan of it. So 12,065 is where we started. 14,448. I think it sold it as grass too, which is unfortunate. No, same money. Is that a multi-fruit buying station you put in up here? Looks like it. Not sure if it is or not. Not sure if it works. I wonder if you can take and just flatten this entire map out. Like, get rid of all the trees, get all the rocks, and just flatten the entire map.
Probably. I think there's already a flat map, though. There was for 950.
Well, I saw that the one guy that did the one flat map challenge thing, he, it looked like he said he did it to a French map and cleared it all out. What am I hauling? Am I at grass or is that hay? All right, dark green is grass. Light is hay. Lighter green is hay. Okay. Eating more cake? Hell, there's nothing wrong with eating more cake, man. I like cake. Actually, I got a cake I probably should make tomorrow, maybe. Been playing Apex lately, Lukowsk? It's all the time, man. I do that all the time. I've played a little bit. I don't think I played that one game. That was it. Getting drunk. I'd probably drink a little bit more too if I didn't have kids. I know that. Just you can't let yourself go too far with them because you gotta be the responsible one because the other one's at work. Oh man, it's getting late. I might end up calling it a night soon.
Yeah, me too.
You gotta work tomorrow, don't you?
Off Monday though. I work like Tuesday all day, and then Wednesday half day, and then I don't go back to the following Tuesday.
I'm definitely not off Monday. I'm off Thursday because Ben's got to go to that doctor's appointment down in Annapolis. And then I got to take him on a field trip next Friday. Ladue Gardens, I guess. Wherever that's at.
Field trips in preschool.
Mm-hmm. The other preschool we went to, the one in Churchville, did the same thing. That might be a big gig for Lucas there.
Yeah.
That's a nice place. They're nice people there. It's just for us, it's so much further to drive compared to.
What was it?
I want to say 1,200 for the year.
How long of a day?
2 hours a day, but 3 days a week, I think. You know, I've actually thought about playing playing Fortnite just because now there's no building in it. I don't think it's permanent though. There are people asking for it to be permanent, but I don't think it's going to be permanent. Like, I don't mind there being a little bit of building. I just wish it wouldn't be like someone's building a skyscraper. You shoot at them and they build a skyscraper. Well, I think they're starting to see a decline in their income. Get $1 billion game, start losing half its players. It gets their attention. It's a lot of money lost. I'm gonna try to finish this field up, then I'm gonna go to bed. Call it a night. Getting $2,300 a load of hay. Yeah, I think a lot of people do. I think it's bringing back a lot of nostalgia for a lot of people that did enjoy it in the beginning, but then they had the speed building or whatever. They lost a lot of people when they put that in. Lost a lot of people. Back when Pooch was playing a lot and hosting customs, I played a few times with him. I don't know. I just couldn't get into the Fortnite. I tried. I really tried. Apex seems to be the hottest thing, but man, it seems like they just can't fix their game. It's at this point, it's like I was always giving them benefits of the doubt, but it seems like at this point they really I don't want to say they don't care. I think they're being pushed for the money aspect of it. Paying problems, yeah. Yeah, I played Apex down in Brazil. Not Brazil. Yeah, I guess it's Brazil. I played on those servers, and it's like 160 ping. Yeah, I was probably around 130 ping, something like that. And he plays up on, I think he plays on Chicago too, so that's even further for me. I'm still like up 40 or 50 from where I'm at. Now, if they want to play on Virginia servers, I'm getting about 9 millisecond ping to Virginia. Not even 100 miles from my house. It's on one of the biggest data centers in the United States, in the world probably. I think I was playing with, God. I can't remember his name now. I feel so bad. He was in South Korea. Playing with him. Keep wanting to say Seaside, but it's not Seaside. Seaside's in Georgia. God, I can't think of his name. Not Servo. Servo's in England. Yeah, I hear you there. I just can't get over. Not in the game mood lately. I feel that. I can feel that. I haven't been either. That's kind of why I moved over to this. This is just something different. And, you know, playing with the wheel and stuff is something I always wanted to do. I just never did it. You know, so I finally just bit the bullet and did it. Now I feel like I got so much invested in it, I don't want to, like, not play it.
A lot more relaxing.
Yeah, I'm not getting mad. I'm not getting pissed off.
You can actually talk to the people in your chat.
Yep. Well, the biggest thing is like now you don't have to worry about people like push to talk coming in. Oh, you're a fucking idiot. You know, you don't have to hear none of that shit because you didn't run where they wanted you to run, or you know, do what they wanted you. Yeah, just you ain't gonna fuck with none of that. And that's honestly why I never got into Valorant, because Valorant is so bad. It's like I'm a beginner, and I'm like, I don't want to be yelled at like that just for trying to learn how to play Valorant. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Hey, appreciate that, like, appreciate it. I get it, man. There was one night I sat down here on my computer, I turned on Twitch, and I just sat there and watched a couple people stream. I didn't even bother turning the game on. Didn't have an urge to play. It's got those nights sometimes. I'll just sit back, relax, and watch some YouTube stuff. Flip through different things of YouTube, catch up on stuff I haven't been catching up on. I honestly believe if it wasn't for my wife wanting like Netflix and stuff, I wouldn't have anything on like that. I would just watch YouTube and Twitch. And be perfectly fine. Never watching a TV show that ever came out again. I honestly don't think it would ever bother me. Yeah, I mean, everybody changes with time. I'm sure people that follow me for playing Apex are probably regretting that now. I don't know. I feel like if you're making content, this is more of a long-term thing and something more I can keep up with than like Apex. Apex is like if you're not good, it's not that like you guys don't want to watch or anything. It's just like anything like TikTok or like that. Nobody wants to. Other content outside of Twitch is so hard to come up with. If you're not like making crazy plays and like I don't know, I don't make crazy plays. Yep, that's right. That's exactly right. It's life. People come and go, man. And there ain't nothing wrong with that. People's interests change, you know, get burned out on certain things. I will say this is probably one of the longest hobbies I've ever had, besides shooting, trap shooting. I appreciate it. I try to stay the same. Try not to change. Of course, to me, you know, 5 years ago, feels like it was 5 months ago. Plus, the whole landscape of gaming itself has changed so much in like just the past 4 years compared to what it used to be like. I'm gonna end up crashing this hedgerow or something one time. I know it. Yeah, I don't blame you there, dude. I don't blame you there. The more you try to please other people, the more you realize you just can't. And all you do is end up making yourself unhappy. Every one person you please, there's 2 more people you pissed off. And that's just the way it is. There's nothing you can do about that. And the older you get, the less you give a shit about. Nick is the way. What's going on, buddy? Tell the truth and someone person don't believe me. Yep. Yep,
Oh,
I get
man.
that. All right, man. I'll catch up with you tomorrow. What's going on, buddy? How you doing, Nick? Thanks for stopping by. You gonna be on tomorrow night, Justin?
Might be. I guess it depends on
Laney.
how all that goes.
Yep. That's understandable.
Yeah, we'll see it.
All right, man. See you. Uh-oh, my wife is calling me. That's not good. I'll call her back in a minute. I'll call her back in a minute. I think I'm going to finish this little bit of field here, and I'm going to go to bed myself. You playing any DayZ lately, Nick? I saw you're playing some. I think you're playing some WWE. What I saw. I don't always talk in the Discord. Yeah, I'm using Restream. He was. Now he's on Twitch. Oh, I got you. I appreciate you stopping by. I don't always talk in the Discord, but I read them. I read a lot of the stuff that comes across. Anymore, man, I can't keep up with so much stuff, and work's been so busy, and I can't have my phone back where I work at, so it's like hard to keep up. And in a few minutes, I do get when I get a break to check my phone or something. You know, I gotta answer something about the kids or something else, and yeah, it's a lot of reading. It is. I mean, I had to leave a few Discord servers. I was in so many and just getting so many notifications. I had to get out of like a lot of the Discord servers that like for OBS and stream, you know, all the different like help Discords. I had to get out all those. Like the Harris Heller, I had to get out of those. Because I honestly don't spend any time in the Harris Heller or like Discord or anything. I don't really do anything in those. They're doing pretty good. The oldest one's been having some problems, so he's got to go see a doctor soon. Next week, actually. But he's been doing pretty good. Yeah. It's all good, man. Yeah, man, I hear you. I want everybody too. This is just a hobby for me. So it's fun to do. Yeah, he's doing better. He's doing a lot better. We had to take him to the hospital the one night, but he's getting better. He's had some issues. I think he's had some kind of like digestive issues since he was born. Oh man, tired. Appreciate that like. I keep up with him. I do like the restream stuff, but I don't like it doesn't have. I don't have an event log, so like if somebody likes or follows, I can't see nothing. I'm not the biggest fan of Streamlabs, but at least they have the event log and stuff. So half the YouTube stuff doesn't come through on that. But you look pro. I guess that's got to do with the cameras and stuff. I don't know. I like the camera, and I use the camera for like the kids and stuff. So like we use it on vacation, took our own pictures and stuff. So that's why I had the big. The camera's not just for streaming, so that's the only way I could talk my wife and let me buy it. Because it's hard to justify spending this kind of money on that stuff when you don't make no money with it. But it's a hobby too. I appreciate it. I don't like how the Brio here, the overhead camera, it's kind of washed out. Of course, I'm comparing it to a DSLR above it. I've been having the urge. I've been watching Running Man Z. I've been having the urge to play some DayZ again. That's a game. That's a frustrating game. I feel like I can never beat the environment, much less find a gun to fight people. But I still want to try. Man, for some reason at night, talking gets hard. It's only at night. Oh, made about $12,000 so far. I got a new shifter for the shift handle. So once I get something, I got to put it somewhere better than right here on my desk. I gotta get it like set a little bit lower. Once I get that figured out, I'll be streaming some American Truck Simulator too. I like that game. And to me, a lot of this stuff is just fun. You know, look like I just dump a bunch of money, and it's not that I'm trying to be the most pro streamer. Oh, oh no, I like playing that. I mean, I'm kind of getting old too. I'll be 35 this year, compared to some of the most Twitch streamers and gamers. I'll tell you what, honestly, what it reminds me of. I got it the other night. I was playing it, and it had like the, you know, the mods and the sound effects in my headphones, and I was driving down a just highway with it, or down the road, and I could sit back in this chair with an armrest and everything. And it honestly reminded me of, you know, my name is 4104. That's the bus that we used to have that we used to drive around all the trap shoots. And honestly, it took me right back to driving that thing all over the place. And I was like, man, that's kind of cool. Because I do miss those days going around with my grandfather. traveling like that. I do miss those days. And he sold everything off, so it's not like I got kids now. It's not like something we can go back and do like we used to. But yeah, it reminded me a lot of that. Yeah, memories. Well, that one's kind of sticking out too, like a sore thumb, because that's the grandfather that's in the hospital right now. So, and it's crazy as he's in the hospital he's in. It's like, I swear it's not even a mile from my house. I mean, that's the whole reason. That's the whole reason behind the name, Rusty 4104. Oh man, yeah, I feel you there. There's so much time. I wish so much time I could get back. Time goes by so fast, man. And my grandfather always told me that. He said, I remember being 15, wishing I was 16 so I could drive. Now I just wish I could be 15 again. Just do it all over again. You don't realize it until it's later. How fast time goes by, man. Time flies. I mean, I feel like it was just not that long ago. I remember watching Pooch's stream for the first time. He was playing Black Ops 4. I think he was playing, yeah, he was playing Blackout. He's playing Blackout with Crew Dog. I remember that now. I feel like it was just not that long ago, man. That was beginning of 2019 because I had just moved in here. Just moved in this house. And I got the flu. I had the flu and I was like sitting up in bed for like a week. And all I did was watch Twitch when I wasn't feeling like shit and sleeping. The good old days. Hell yeah. Man, I watched so much freaking... To me, that was when COD was good because honestly... As much as I love PC gaming, I think that's when COD went downhill was when they left PlayStation as like the official platform. I think when they left PlayStation, COD started losing its oomph, you know, and that's when they went to Warzone. I think they say they blame it on Warzone being the culprit. I don't know. I feel like when they went away from PlayStation is when COD started going downhill. Because it's definitely not what it used to be. Even Modern Warfare 2019, to me that was good times. And that was the last year on PlayStation. Lukowski, if I remember correctly, because I got a hell of a memory, I think it was from a Pooch Pack raid. Pretty sure. I think Pooch felt sorry for me one night and gave me a raid, and that's when it all started, man. Grateful for that. I think I got it all. Felt sorry now. Nah, he raided me up one night. And I wasn't even supposed to stream. I wasn't even going to stream that night. I was doing something on PC. My PC, I was trying to like figure out like how to single PC stream because I was very, very new to it and still learning all the stuff. And I just hit stream. And I was like, screw it. It's a Wednesday night. Nobody's going to watch it anyway. It'd be a perfect time to test it out. Sure as shit. That Pooch Pack raid. I think I actually got affiliate the next night. I had all the followers. No, I didn't have the followers that got me the watch time. When I first started streaming, I was like, I'll never even hit affiliate. And I didn't care. I was just doing it for fun. I still am doing it for fun. It was such a surprise to even get affiliate for me. 1 year, 4 months, 23 days. So let me see. Where does that put us back to? Mid 2020? Roughly? I guess no, April. So December 2020. So we were still playing December 2020. I guess we were just starting to play let's say I was home. Was the new Call of Duty out? I don't know. I was playing a lot of that was Modern Warfare 2019. Yeah. Right around Christmas time. November 14th. That's my sister's birthday. No, that was Black. That was the new Black Ops. Cold War. That was Cold War. Cold War just came out, I think. It feels like just like yesterday. It was already before Thanksgiving, so I remember I was home. I was home for COVID because they brought us all home around Thanksgiving. We sat at home for six weeks. They sent us home for like 3 months when all of it started, and I went back around July, and then sent us home around Thanksgiving, then bring us back till mid-January 2021. Grandpa, I mean, I ain't seen I know he's having some rough health problems right now, but I ain't seen him. He ain't streamed in a long time. I hope he's doing well. Brewdog, I know you probably talk to him more than I do. I hope he pulls through everything. Seems like everybody's having problems, man. That's all you can do. That's all you can do. Damn, I think I bit off a little more than I can chew tonight. That was a big ass field. I cut that field a little. That's literally all I did tonight was cut that field. It was never my intent was to spend all night on one field. A misclick. What I think was funny is like I found a couple streamers. Yeah, I hope so too. I really do. Because let me tell you what, I know how it feels not to have insurance cover shit. God, it sucks. I'm still paying it off. Son's 5.5 years old, still paying for it. See how much I missed. I didn't miss anything, I don't think. I think I'm good. This is what the farm my buddy's building here. He's actually doing pretty good with it. Let's see if I can borrow some of his stuff. He's got some big wagons and stuff, but they won't let me borrow it. I thought the mod would let me borrow his stuff, but it won't. Yeah, Crete. I think I come across Crete because when I first started streaming, I was actually playing was playing Black Ops 4 a lot, but I started playing ATS. Playing ATS is really what got me in the gaming to begin with. I was doing a lot of programming stuff, and my buddy I'm playing with here, he got me talked into playing ATS. And I did it because I could run it on Linux. And then I started playing it, and I decided, well, I'll stream it too. And so I looked for people that were streaming ATS, American Truck Simulator, and Crete was one of those guys. And I ended up following him. And then one night we did Pooch did his first 24-hour stream. I remember that. And he rated Crete. I was like, man, how small is Twitch? I'd already been following Crete. I just had to randomly seeing him. And then here Pooch is raiding him. Yeah, it's definitely, to me, it's not what it used to be. Black Ops 4 was probably my absolute favorite. But man, it's not what it used to be, that's for sure. Which is a shame. Let's see, I don't know. It's gonna work here. See, is there any who's streaming right now? Let me just do this. Let me pull up a new tab. Hell yeah, I love ice cream. Who's streaming right now? Dotted's playing American Truck Simulator. J007's playing Warzone. Elderly Goods is offline. Has he even played much lately? Streamed much? I haven't really been on Twitch, man. I feel bad. I don't like Farming Simulator. I like talking to you. Yeah. That's another reason why I started playing this game, is because you can talk to chat a whole lot easier playing games like this. Like Apex just takes your attention away from whatever you're doing. I appreciate that. Like, any recommendations for oh, hold on. Oh, he's doing RTL there. Okay, on stream. I feel bad. I haven't been at anybody's streams, man. Girl, I haven't been on your streams. I see you go live. But by the time I can sit down on my computer in the afternoon, it's time to leave. It's been crazy. I do appreciate all the work we're getting, but man, I don't have time for any. I mean, I'm at work. I shouldn't be on the computer anyway, but still. Raid Rusty 404. Raid myself. Lemonade's playing. Yeah, hardly anybody's playing freaking Warframe anymore. All my old Warframe streamers I followed. And keep playing. I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. I'll play longer tomorrow night, because if I get in bed by a decent time, I don't have to get up at 4:30 tomorrow morning. Let's see what Dotted's playing. I think he's playing that. I really wish Twitch would do a better job with these ads. I really do. I can't stand them. From what I remember, this guy's pretty funny. Switch the screen here. Yeah, that Base God is streaming Okay, let's check him out. Beast God. Beast God Slasher? PlayStation player? Looks like he's playing some PlayStation. Yeah, let's rate him up. Let's rate him up. I can't even find my buttons anymore. It's been so long. No, I'll follow him. It's all good. You recommend them? He's got to be good. Yeah, sometimes it is just way too much. I don't really care for him, for sure. For sure. All right, anyway, my voice is cutting out on me big time. I'm going to get off here. I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your night. And I'll be back tomorrow night for sure. Hopefully I'll be back a little earlier. I won't be messing with kids that late. Who knows, though? It's kids. Anyway, we're going to rate up Beast God Slasher and Father T-Rex. All right, guys. Appreciate you being here. Thanks for hanging out. Crew Dog, thank you for the resub. And I'll see you all tomorrow night. Have a great night. I want to hit end yet because I don't know if it's going to end or not. I don't remember. All right, here we go. Later.
Rusty with the raid. You guys are just going nuts tonight, bro. You guys are going nuts. I don't know how to say anything but thank you. You guys are just going super fucking crazy. But they got me into streaming and taking it a lot more serious. Rusty raid. My neighbors hate me. Nah, I'm kidding. I live in a very like secluded area. Like they wouldn't hear this anyway. He is streaming. Are you streaming? But it's funny because my man does. It's funny because I'm